Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest planet in the Solar System. Until the invention of modern telescope, Saturn was regarded as the outermost of the known planets. Mass: although the second largest, Saturn is the least dense of all the planets in the Solar System, with only 1/8 the density of Earth, but 9 times its diameter. It is also the only planet that is less dense than water. Ring: while the other gas giants also have ring systems, Saturn's is larger and more visible than any other in the Solar System. The rings are composed of water ice crystals and a smaller amount of rock, ranging in size from specks of dust to a few particles as large as mountains. Moons: Saturn has at least 150 moons and moonlets. The precise figure is uncertain as it is difficult to draw a distinction between a large ring particle and a tiny moon. Some of Saturn's moons act as shepherd moons to confine rings and prevent them from spreading out. Observation: Saturn appears to the naked eye in the night sky as a bright, yellowish point of light. Magnifying at least 30x resolves Saturn's rings. Structure: Saturn's interior is similar to Jupiter's. Contrary to Jupiter, Saturn's density is lower, making it the least dense planet in the Solar System. Combined with its rapid rotation, Saturn becomes the most oblate planet in our Solar System. Its equatorial and polar diameters vary by almost 10%. Atmosphere: due to its lower gravity, Saturn's atmosphere has more haze than Jupiter's, with blurred features and colors muted into a general yellowish hue. The winds on Saturn are 5 times as fast as those measured on Jupiter. Saturn radiates 2.5 times more heat than it receives from the Sun, possibly due to the raining out of helium deep into its interior, creating frictional heat as the helium descends through the lower density hydrogen. Despite the fact that Dione is only a small Saturnian moon, it is still the 15th largest moon in the Solar System, and its mass is greater than the mass of all known smaller moons combined. Rotated, heavily cratered areas on Dione are unexpectedly located on the trailing hemisphere, so it has been theorized that a more recent impact spun Dione around 180 degrees. Enceladus is the 6th largest moon of Saturn. It has the highest albedo of any known object in the Solar System, reflecting almost 100% of the sunlight Enceladus receives. Cryovolcanoes: cryovolcanoes at the South Pole shoot large jets of water vapor into space. The whole of Saturn's E-ring is believed to have been made from these ice particles. Water: Enceladus seems to have liquid water under its icy surface. This could be caused by internal heat as a result of tidal forces from Saturn. Life: because of the apparent liquid water near the surface, Enceladus may be one of the best spots for humans to look for extraterrestrial life. Hyperion is the second largest irregular, non-spherical body in the Solar System and the first non-round moon to be discovered. Hyperion is probably a remnant of a larger moon that was destroyed by a major impact. Sponge: Hyperion's surface is covered with deep, sharp-edged craters that give it the appearance of a giant sponge. The latest analyses also show that about 40% of the Moon is empty space. Haotic Hyperion is the only moon in the Solar System known to rotate chaotically. Its axis of rotation wobbles so much that its orientation in space is unpredictable. Lapetus is the third largest natural satellite of Saturn and 11th largest in the Solar System. Its two-tone coloration makes it one of the most unusual of Saturn's moons. Contrast the terrain on Lapetus. Leading hemisphere is one of the darkest in the Solar System. In contrast, the trailing hemisphere is very bright and the dividing line between the areas remains extremely sharp. Mimas is a small Saturnian moon. It is also the smallest known astronomical body to have its shape rounded by its own gravity. Although the surface of Mimas is heavily cratered, the most striking feature is a gigantic crater known as Herschel. It is almost 1/3 of the entire moon's diameter. Rhea is the second largest moon of Saturn and the 9th largest moon in the Solar System. It is also one of the most heavily cratered satellites in the Solar System. Resurfaced Rhea's features could be divided into two regions, the brighter and more heavily cratered areas and the areas in the polar and equatorial region. This difference may indicate there was a major resurfacing event sometime in Rhea's history. Tethys is the 5th largest moon of Saturn. Its low density and a very bright surface indicates that it is made of water ice with only a small fraction of rock. Crater The western hemisphere dominates a huge impact crater, Odysseus, with nearly 2/5 the size of the entire moon. It's not known why this impact didn't shatter the moon, but it is theorized Tethys may have been in a semi-liquid state at the time of the impact. Titan is the largest moon of Saturn and the second largest moon in the Solar System. It is also the only natural satellite known to have a dense atmosphere and surface liquid lakes. There is a confirmed evidence of liquid lakes on Titan. These are the first liquid lakes seen anywhere in the Solar System besides Earth. The largest of these liquid methane lakes are larger than the Great Lakes on Earth. Whether the climate, including wind and rain, creates surface features similar to those of Earth, such as dunes, rivers, lakes, seas and deltas. Titan also is dominated by seasonal weather patterns such as those on Earth. It is believed that Titan may resemble the Earth at an early stage in its development. Titan is also one of the prime candidates for the possibility of extraterrestrial life.